What's going on, everybody? So today's video, if you want to find out my opinion, okay, it's what it is. It's just an opinion, that's all it is, of the worst releases of 2019, then stay tuned and watch. So this is your first time coming across this beautiful bald-headed bastard and you like this type of content, someone who's unfiltered, sarcastic, jaded, and really is just lighthearted and does not take this hobby or this channel too seriously, and sometimes just completely is blunt and I can come across as a bit of a dickhead. So if you like that type of content, then why don't you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Oh, trust me, one of these fragrances I'm going to go off on a tangent and I just might come across as a bit of a dickhead. So 2019 has been the year of releases. Not every release is going to be a home run or even just a line drive. Some of these are definitely going to be outs and just complete failures. So these are just my opinions. Everybody has an opinion. That's the beauty about this hobby. Something that I love, you may absolutely detest, and something that I hate, you may love. Nothing wrong with that. But these are just my opinions. So as J. Roy will say, form your own. First fragrance in this video is going to be from the brand of Viktor and Rolf, and that is Spice Bomb Night Vision. So with this one you get tonka bean, green apple, cardamom, you get pimento, sage, pepper, and almond. With the name of Spice Bomb, and I believe that Night Vision is the 4th or 5th flanker from the original that came out in like 2012. With the name Spice Bomb, you would expect a lot of spices. The original Spice Bomb, the Extreme as well, beautiful scents. The spices and the blend were just phenomenal. This fragrance was a major lackluster. And with the name again, Spice Bomb, you would think that this would have a lot more spices to it. You do get notes of cardamom, pepper. I believe that there's another spice in there. You don't get really any of that. You get like a slight undertone of it, but the main notes that you get the green apple, you get the tonka bean, and you get a slight spice. And I think that I said that there was some lavender that I got in this one when I reviewed it not too long ago with my friend Rush. If you're a younger man and you like a blue type of fragrance that's sweet and it's just more of a fun clubbing or even a school scent, do look into this one. I find that this is more so of a younger man scent and not really so much for me, but you know, maybe next year if Viktor Rolf does another release, hopefully that one will be a little bit better. Scent number 2 is going to be from the brand, this brand I love, and for all you niche people that take this hobby way too seriously, yeah, this brand, this fragrance, I know that I'm just going to trigger and upset a few of you people. So, you know what? I don't apologize whatsoever because that's not what I do. This brand I love. Creed Aventus Cologne. One of the worst releases of this year. Not the worst, but it had to make this list. The notes of this one are birch, musk, mandarin, you get ginger, vetiver, sandalwood, and I believe there's maybe 1 or 2 more notes. Creed, I love. Aventus, not so much. Aventus does smell good, but it just doesn't work well on my skin. I do find it is an overhyped scent, you know, and everybody complains about the different batch codes. I don't know nothing about that whatsoever. And this is supposed to be a fresher take of Aventus. This really doesn't have a lot of Aventus qualities. This is very fresh, it's clean, it's fresh, it's beautiful. That opening is just amazing. And then probably 2 to 3 hours in the dry down, it just gets musky. And the price tag that you're spending on this one sucks. You know, you're spending what, like $400 on Creed Aventus Cologne? This is for people who have money to burn. People who blow their nose in dollar bills, okay? This is not for the average Joe. I'm quite aware of that. But for what you're paying, this company has just gotten real greedy. It's all about the greed when it comes to Creed. This is coming from a guy who loves Creed. But this scent is definitely not worth your money. The longevity sucks. It might be an eau de cologne, but I hear it's an eau de parfum concentration. And the smell, and it's just, no. Scent number 3, Dolce Gabbana K. So this one really gets very masculine and it smells really good in the opening. This is a blue scent with a lot of earthy undertones and just a lot of earthy notes. The notes of this one are vetiver, citruses, you get juniper berries, pimento, you get woods, clary sage, and I believe there's three or four of the notes of this one. In the opening, you really get a lot of the citruses, and I'm all about citruses, freshness, that sort of stuff. But the vetiver really does kick into play real quick, along with the juniper berries and that pimento. If you like blue scents that are very masculine, look into this one. This one might do for you, but for me, no. I believe that Dolce & Gabbana's aim for this one was to be a very masculine scent. The new scent for men. It's nothing new, but at the same time, it kind of is, because it's just got, holy shit, it's a masculine type of fresh scent out there. Not so much for me though. And scent number 4 from the brand of Hugo Boss. This is Boss Bottled Infinite. So you get lavender, green apple, you get olive tree, sandalwood, rosemary, cinnamon, and so on. I love Hugo Boss, but they really gotta stop with the goddamn flankers. I don't even know what flanker this is. This is probably like flanker number 20. It might be 12, but I'm thinking it's 20. Some flankers are good. This one most certainly isn't. And I believe it's because of that olive tree component, or that olive tree accord. I haven't encountered a lot of fragrances that have the note of olive tree, and I believe the only one that comes to mind is Ferragamo's Punta Ala. Love that fragrance. This one, not so much. This is a green, oily type of scent. That's probably not making any sense. But the notes to this one really don't mix too well with my skin, and from what others said, it really wasn't a fragrance for them neither. Maybe I'm just following the herd, but this one from on my skin did not impress me. Scent number 5, let's go with the House of Diptyque. This is Eau de Mint, or Eau de Mint, whatever. Now, I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to Diptyque. It's been a brand that I've always avoided for some reason, and I'm not big into candles, and they do specialize in candles as well as fragrances. But for me, nothing really grabbed my attention when it came to the visual aspect. Their bottles are very kind of like old school, you know, and I have like a bit of an old school mentality, but visually they really just don't grab my attention. But the notes of this one are patchouli, mint, nutmeg, and rose. The opening is just divine. It's kind of like Creative Ventus Cologne. The opening is just stellar. It opens up with a lot of mint, this one, and I love mint-based fragrances. This is very green, herbal, refreshing. It really gives you a pep in your step. But it does turn into something very different. But it does turn into something a little bit too mature for me. The patchouli and the rose, along with the geranium, really do come into play. This comes across as an older woman, you know, and this is a unisex fragrance where both men and women can wear this one. But for me, this comes across as more of a mature ladies fragrance. When I met up with Eugene from the channel You Smells Good, he agreed that the opening was promising, but he wasn't really impressed with the dry down. And mind you, Eugene and I, our tastes are polar opposite. You know, I'm all about fresh, clean, safe fragrances. Eugene is all about the artistry and something different. But for that gentleman, it didn't even work. And the last 3 fragrances in this video are the worst of the worst. The last 2 are by far the worst. But let's go with Mueller's Alien Man Fusion. So some of the notes are coffee, leather, osmanthus, ginger, cinnamon, and beech tree. I do like Mueller. It's not one of my favorite houses. A lot of guys really do like this brand, and I haven't really tried a number of their scents, you know. This house has a lot of flankers. I don't even know how many, but it's kind of like Hugo Boss. It's kind of like Yves Saint Laurent. A number of flankers. This is a very earthy and masculine scent. A lot of people don't like this one, and I can't blame them. You get a lot of the leather. You also get, I get vetiver. I get something vetiver-ish. And it might be the osmanthus, I don't know. But it's a very earthy, masculine scent. The only good thing about this scent is the coffee. It's more of a dried coffee, and it's very like, it punches you in the face. I do like the coffee note, but it just, the notes to this fragrance really just did not work out. And the last 2 fragrances, let's stay with one brand. Gucci, congratulations, you released the 2 worst releases of this year, to my nose and just my opinion. But let's talk about Gucci Guilty Cologne, shall we? With this one you get heliotrope, cypress, juniper berries, you get violet, you get rosemary, musk, and so on. This one here is, oh wow, it's something very different. I believe that with the new creative director, and I could be wrong, I haven't done my research when it came to that person. But from what I heard, that they have a new creative director where it's really trying to take the brand more artistically and more retro, if you will. This fragrance, including the last one, really definitely are retro. This fragrance, you get a lot of the heliotrope, you get the musk, and you get the woods. There is a freshness to it, which is probably from the violet or the heliotrope, but you do get, but the combination of florals and woods, this came across as like a 1980s cologne to my nose. There is a mature component to it. I really do like the original Gucci Guilty Cologne. Laugh away if you want, it's just very safe and it's mass appealing. But that's how I am. I like those types of fragrances. A lot of people make fun of Gucci Guilty, but the cologne itself, oh no, this one was definitely not worth it. And the last one in this video, I got a bottle. This is the only bottle that I bought that made this video, but ooh. And it's one of my most hated videos of all time in my 6 years of doing this. So that really did say something, huh? Struck a nerve with people. Gucci Mémoire d'une odeur. I think at the time it's got over 50 dislikes. You know, and the comments that I got on that, oh boy, did I strike a nerve. You people, whew, and I know right there, what do you mean by you people? That's just, no. What do you mean you people? That's exactly what I mean. You people that take this hobby too seriously. You people that get offended, thicken your skin. It's just an opinion. Let's just get into the notes, shall we? You get chamomile, musk, sandalwood, you get vanilla, almond, and jasmine. This one here is just a slight nutty accord, tea or chamomile, whatever, and florals. This fragrance is supposed to be all about inclusivity. Genderless. Shove it with that crap, shall we? Just say unisex, okay? Like, God, like you could, oh my God. Everything is politicized, and that's the reason why that my video was so heavily disliked. A lot of people, just because I'm a white guy with a shaved head, automatically think that I'm a conservative. Nope. I'm a centered liberal, and I can't stand this political correctness. How everything is politicized. Sports, movies, fragrances, everything. Do you know how exhausting it is? And trust me, some of the people that left comments, they love this shit. It's like, oh, it's all about progressiveness and all about inclusivity. Oh shit, this is not inclusive. Because you want to know something? Even though that this is supposed to be genderless, this smells like an old woman. It does. I've asked a number of people, including my own mother-in-law, who's from a different culture and a different race than myself, and she's pushing 70. She said that this is more so for someone her generation. The tea, the florals, and like the almond accord really just come across as an older, mature woman. There's nothing masculine about this. And to Harry Styles, he was the face behind this one. Harry Styles is a promoter of the LGBT. He's an advocate, I should say, a big supporter, and I'm a supporter of it as well. But when you put your face behind this, and I know that, sorry, Harry Styles, you got a big fat paycheck from Gucci to promote this shit. This is not about inclusivity and genderless, and I hate to say it, but you kind of sold out. And to all you Harry Styles fans out there, save your breath, okay? Because it's falling on deaf ears. I don't give two shits. He sold out when he got paid for this stuff. There's nothing wrong with being supportive of social causes. But when you financially gain and profit off it, there's an issue. Now, if Harry used that money and donated it to different causes, cool. He didn't sell out. But chances are, he pocketed some of that money. Sorry, this is not all about inclusivity and genderless. It's an older woman's fragrance. And again, if you like this, Nothing wrong with it. If you're a masculine, burly kind of guy, and you're a lot more masculine than I am, and you love this stuff, nothing wrong with it. It's just scented oil at the end of the day. But can we stop politicizing everything? This old white guy is now done. Oh, God, I got a lot of stuff off my man boobies. And I know that, you know, the last fragrance, my little tangent, my little rant, I know that offended a few people, but, you know, if it did, awesome. Because I'm old and I like to bitch and moan about things, you know, especially when it comes to today's generation and Gen Z. Not so much. I definitely like to bitch and complain. I know. Trust me on that one. But guys, at the end of the day, this is all just scented oil, scented alcohol, whatever you want to call it. Everybody has a difference of opinion. Some of you guys will certainly love these fragrances, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is just my opinion, and if your opinion of me is just a closed-minded bigot asshole, hey, it's just an opinion. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, share the video, subscribe if you haven't, hit that notification bell. I'm hoping that you got a bit of a laugh, especially when it came to this dribble. But if you did, awesome. If you didn't, even better. Guys, thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later.